Hey, John, thank you. One of the most spectacular sights at the Ringling is the Courtyard of the Museum of Art. It blends gardens and statues. The Ringling's Christopher Troksa takes us on a tour.
The courtyard of the John and Mabel Ringling Museum of Art was part of John and Mabel Ringling's plan to turn Sarasota into a cultural capital.
He kind of followed two traditions in collectors of art at that time. Of course, Greek and Roman statues were very sought after, and only a few people could afford those. So from early on times, Renaissance, the 17th century, people collected bronze copies of those very famous statues, and Ringling collected over 50 of those. He was also a businessman, so he was collecting sculptures for his real estate. So we see, for example, we have a copy of the famous sculpture, the Discobolus, the discus thrower, and Ringling owns 4 versions of that. Ringling wanted to build an art school, the Ringling School of Art, and what better opportunity for students to draw from the classical sculptures. So he had 2 good reasons to collect copies of Roman and Greek sculptures. This sculpture was so difficult to cast that most people selected a very small version of this because the arms and the limbs and the snake would break off during the casting process. Ringling, of course, bought the largest version that he could buy, so it's wonderful to have this here in the courtyard, and it's one of my favorite sculptures just because of all the dramatic gestures and facial features that are in this sculpture. Ringling bought a patina that's called Herculanum, which is a gray color, so when we wax the sculptures we actually add a graphite to it that brings it back to that original patina that John Ringling selected. All the columns have different heights and different capitals. Every doorway is coming from a different building in Italy and has beautiful carvings and marble and bronze. So come take a look, and every time you discover something new in the courtyard.
Of all the incredible statues that John and Mabel Ringling collected, the one standing behind me is the most awe-inspiring. It is not only the symbol of the Ringling Museum of Art, it has also become the symbol for the city of Sarasota.